little piece here set up in a square collet block in the milling vise here. I've set it up square with a 1, 2, 3 block to make sure it's true. It's a 5C collet. I was going to use the ER40. Well, I'll put that collet down somewhere. Do you think I can find the bloody thing? But anyway, I can't help it. Okay, so what I've done, I have a 1/8 Sutton end mill, and it's only probably 1/2 inch cutting area, and I've centralised the. I've used my my edge finder here to centralise the part. The battery's getting a bit flat by the look of it, and so now I know I'm in the centre. Because it's only it's a 4 flute end mill, I'm running it at around 2000 RPM, and I'm only going down 1/4 millimetre at a time. Now, to get right down through, it's going to take ages, but I'm going to cut down one side, then come across and cut the other. So, so on the cut, we're not coming through this this open centre section. You know, we're not just waiting for that all the time. I can come across, go down, go back, go down, and back and forth, then swing it over here and do the same. So I'll just crank it up, and yeah, we'll have a bit of a go. I've got some 1/8" here that fits perfectly, which will be welded into the centre there once we know how deep we need it, and I think we're going to be on track. Okay, I'll get it all up and running. Well, look, that took bloody ages, but look, it doesn't matter. We got through without breaking the end mill, and we're going well. So this, we need a crossbar across through the centre here to sit in the pump to undo this rotor anti-clockwise. So the only thing I could find was a little bit of 1/8", and I could only go 11 millimetres deep with the end mill. So what I've done, I've got a little bit of flat, and I've cut through the back of it, and you can see the little step there. Yep, yes you can. You can see the step there. So the idea is that it can come right down deep into the socket, sit down like that, and once it's in there like that, I'm going to take it up the back where the MIG is. I'm going to MIG weld this in. Just a fairly cold weld, but I'm going to MIG weld it in, and that should sit in there like that. And we'll still have to bring it back and put a bar through, and I'll probably bring it back and tidy up where I've got the welds as well. So that's what the main gist of it is, and I'll try and get it all level here, put a magnet here and get it nice and level through here. I I can run set it up in the lathe and run across the top here again, but I'll try and get it level. I'm just worried about the tool jaggering this a little bit or something, so I'll get it as close as I can. And the outside edge here, they're just, they'll be 1 millimetre too long each end, which is how I've planned it. So I'll take that up the back. I won't take you up there welding, but I'll go and weld this on, and I'll burn a bit of a weld in through here. And by putting a weld in there's no chance of this actually getting a little S in it and pulling when we're trying to undo this rotor here. They can be fairly tight, I believe. They're anti-clockwise, so you have to turn them clockwise to undo them. So there you go, that's coming up okay so far. It'll be a good little tool. Well, there you go. I've just been up to the shed, up the back, and I've MIG welded the end here. And to tidy it up a little bit, I've just popped him on the on the belt sander. So we'll just tidy that up a bit. Looks like it'll be okay. So I'll just pop this in here in the 6-jaw. Make sure it's sitting there all nice and happy. And I'll bring my tool in. We're not behind the bloody thing, lads. I had to tidy up. Here we go. And all I'm going to do is tidy up the outside. It still fits in there okay, but it just looks shitty. So I'll run through. Can I zoom in there a little bit for you? Probably. I might even put the power on, hang the expense. Okay. Hopefully I've got enough penetration. I only did pretty cold welds. I didn't want to warp the whole show. So hopefully I've done enough. Now I'll just pop a little chamfer on the front edge. I think what I might do is grab some emery tape and give that a polish. that's looking good enough for a bloody old tractor mechanic, eh? So we'll pop that off. I'll give it a bit of a wipe and I'll shine it up a bit. I'll just get all flash on you. So there you go, that's the bottom of the tool. That's the side of it. I've still got finger marks on the bloody thing then. So yeah, I can just see a little mark down there. I'm not sure I've got good penetration on the weld, and the other one's disappeared altogether. So anyway, we'll see. It shouldn't be too tight. Let's go and see if she sits into the pump nicely still now we've welded it. Okay, I've got the little socket set up in a V block with a clamp over top and a piece of aluminium sitting up there clamping him in place. Now I haven't got a long centre drill to get this started, so I've got a brand spanking new drill that's been background and all that, so I'm pretty sure it'll go through the middle. Well, I'm bloody hoping so. That's 3/8 and I have a bit of bar here. I may make a Tommy bar for it, just a little bar to poke through and have as a handle, but I wasn't going to, but I think I may do now. So I'll just pop a bit of oil there. And what are we on? Low 2 on the mill, so too low. We're sitting at about 540 RPM on the drill. Bits of rubbish here, just clear that out. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now the hole ended up there because I tried to, I've had the ER40 collet sitting up in the mill there for ages, but with the hole down screw on the V block here, well, it didn't give me enough room to get the ER40 there, so with the 16mm keyless chuck there, well, that just gave me enough room to clear down the side here with my drill. So that's how it ended up there. Now I should be able to just pop this out now. So they're great little clamps. I bought them second hand at a second hand shop years ago, and boy, they've been a good thing. So there's the hole, and we'll probably have a little bar. God, that's bloody hot, man. And so I'll probably machine down a bar, polish this up a little bit to go through. This is 3/8 and this is about 1 or 2 thou over 3/8, so it's probably a metric size, metric 10mm maybe. I'll see if the other end feels any better. But yeah, so must have a little burr at the other end. So that's what it'll end up looking like roughly. It'll have a little handle we can slide through and back and forth a little bit. I don't think I'll put a dowel in, I just extra work for no benefit really. Well, that's looking okay. Man, where's my little socket? And we haven't changed anything here. You've got to make sure you've got about 10 thou in float there. That's okay. What I'd like to do is just check this, make sure it's nipped up properly.